Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. Glad to hear this morning. I always appreciate your viewership and all the thoughts that you share with me. I have a deep appreciation of that. Our weather brought to us by Gulf Coast Air Conditioning, Drew Pollard and hardworking crew. And they always, right now the weather's nice. I know some of y'all have your air conditioner off and this is really nice. High today 77, low 68. That's pretty comfortable. Not a lot of humidity, got a good strong wind. Our water temperature at the end of the pier is 68 degrees. Take a look at our river readings. We've got good news and bad news. The good news, they're going down. The Apalachicola is at 13.3, headed down. The Choctawhatchee at Caryville, 8.1 and headed down. Now the bad news, we got rain tomorrow, probably got rain Saturday. So that's it's going to be probably going back up pretty soon. So just pray by you. I did get some good pictures of some folks that fished over this past weekend after that weather broke and had some good luck. Our wind direction, well, let's look at the tide chart right now. Decent, not great tides on it. It's going to be sort of like a neap tide right now, and we're going to have a better tide. It's all neap today. Better tides coming up in a couple of days. The wind, though, is going to be strong, coming south-southeast. They're calling for 23. That's pretty strong. March is going to leave like a lion also, it looks like. So it's going to be sort of really tough on the water today if you're out there. All right, we'll take a break, be right back. Okay, welcome back. Yesterday I showed you the picture of David Rich's 10.5 pound bass that he caught out of the river, which is always a challenge to catch a big fish out of the river. They won't get that big because of the usual situations. There's not that much food compared to a big old lake and big old pond where they have a lot of food out there. So I tell you, I got a little short video. He videoed it. I want to show it to you right now. Here he is fishing, and I'm going to talk about it. You can see where is it? He's right there. Down, look at the lower end, and okay, he's all excited. So he's got it hooked on there. He's going to weigh it now. All right, so be looking at the scale. Right. Okay, he's talking about how excited he is. He never caught one that big out of the river, and you can see it right there, 10.5 pounds right there. So he has proof. Congratulations, David Rich. Rich's IGA down there in Weewaw-Hitchcock. I run by there every time I get to see him. He's always on the job, and a lot of times he's cooking on Saturday. He's talking about some good food and all. He does well with his food. Okay, I've got some cool pictures. Billy Grantham sent this. How about Ashlyn Horn from Jacksonville on a youth day? That's Bobby Horn's daughter. Good job, Ashlyn. We're proud of you. Big old smile. That's a great picture right there on a youth day back there. Good job. Thanks, Billy, for sending them. This is Dean Stevens. This was a little while back, but I wanted to show it to you again. This is 12 foot, 445 pound. Now remember, we've talked about the biggest alligator ever taken here in Florida, in America, is taken out of the river there. But here's a big one here also. But what I wanted to show you was the contents of the stomach, okay? And when they dissected them, saw this picture, of course, that's a close-up camera picture. They still look intimidating is the word. And this is a tag off of a dog collar. Now, I've had friends who hunted up there at Lake Eufaula and had their dogs, the dog would be chasing a deer and they swim across like a slough or something, and the gators, they just take them, that's just a gator bait going across like that. These are all the contents taken from that gator. Look, that's an old spark plug. 1, 2, 3, 4 dog tags. They estimated this gator to be about 12 years old. But it's just amazing what's inside of a gator's stomach, and a couple of other things. I don't know what that is right there. Anyway, but you see right there, can you read the word right there, hunting club? That's so-and-so hunting club. So those dogs lost their life to that big old bull gator. So that's just something interesting to see. Peter Grantham sent this. I think we all feel this way. You go left, there's financial stability. Go right. Get that unnecessary fishing gear. And here we are. We headed to get more fishing gear than we need. I think y'all understand what I'm talking about. All right, we're going to talk about pompano. This is really good stuff here. First of all, when you go pompano, early in the morning like this, you got a sunrise and everything. That's not a sunset. That's just getting out early in the morning. John Boyce. He's out there fishing. He has a good spot. He's always fished his whole life. Here is John. Those 3 pompano. First sketches are just coming in. The scouts have already told the first wave it looks safe to come in. Just stay away from John Boyce. Now, first wave don't have as many now as the main wave. How about this information from our loyal viewer, Gloria Turner, Spanish. They are in the bay finally. Got into several schools. Gloria Turner. Thank you, Gloria. She's good. For 2 previous weeks now, she sent me the email. They're not out there yet, but now this past weekend, they were out there. A bunch of them. There's always some scattered ones, but there's a bunch of them out there. This over at Santa Rosa Beach. Adam Smith. That's a nice bull red right there. Out of the surf. Just stop and look at the picture, how pretty it is and all. How the water is beautiful water. Great springtime fishing. Good job, Adam. Okay, let's see. All right, let's move on to our next one. This is special. Mandy Warren. She and her family went down to Howard's Creek. And here's Lee. And look what Lee caught. He got his Miller Marine cap on. And that is a fine one. He and Mandy and the 2 girls went fishing. In fact, they spent the whole weekend down at Howard Creek. That's a good way to spend it. Talking about family things. A lot of times you don't have to catch a lot of fish, have a good time. Drew Pollard and his wife Jenna, we finally got to take that boat out today. And Daddy even waved down the ice cream boat for our boy. Now, it don't get any better than that, does it? Riding a boat and eat some ice cream. I love that picture there. And that just talks about the outdoors and different things you can do. This memory just popped up last night. I was fishing, actually right on the beach, and I actually saw the little cut in the water. That was 9 years ago. And Gail was there to witness that. I made like 6 casts and caught 2 flounder. And it was a small area. Anyway, but getting back to that previous picture with Drew Potter's little kid, they just got on a boat, went boat riding, and saw the ice cream boat out there. But a lot of times, I encourage you to you're not going to go there and catch 15 flounder or 17 redfish and all that to have a great outdoor outing. Just, getting out and on the water or getting out in the woods and all doing stuff is a lot of fun. So just want to share those with you, okay? Let's take a break and we'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. I got a little email here from one of our viewers. I'm going to share it with you. Maybe you can help him out. I've answered him. I don't have the answer for him, so maybe some of y'all do. Hey, here it is. Hey, Coach, John Wilson here, over from East Bay, Allenton. Met you and your wife at Walmart in Lynn Haven last month or 2. Always great to run into you. My question, I'm planning on taking my little houseboat up the Intercoastal the end of April and the first week of May. Planning on going for around 5 to 7 days to Pensacola and return. Can you recommend any overnight stops at the marinas for fuel and restaurants that would be nice places? Any suggestions would be appreciated. So if you can, I really haven't gone that route. I'll be honest with you, that's what I told them. But I said I would share this on the show, and if any of our viewers, if you have any idea on how to help him, that would be much appreciated. That sounds, first of all, it's a good time of year to go. It's excellent weather and all going. And also, that's a good route to take. So if y'all know of any places he can go, get a hold of me and I'll pass it on to him. Or if you know him, just call up and tell him, you got to get gas and you want to stop and eat a couple of nice places, but taking a little houseboat trip, good job. Glad you're going to do that, John. Y'all have a great time. Now, we're talking about doing different things outdoors, and I always get a kick out of outdoorsmen are so frugal in their efforts on trying to not just save money, but trying to do things their own way, making things and actually sharing things they make. And it's just, you got a special satisfaction, and I'm part of that group too, a special satisfaction sort of making things. And I wrote down right here the different things that outdoor that I see people make. Back in the day when folks, a lot of outdoorsmen started dog hunting and putting their dogs in the back of the truck. They would build these wooden little dog boxes. Now they're obsolete because they're all aluminum are taken now. So anyway, by the early years, I got a kick out of the different dog boxes. I wrote down also duck decoys. Now, granted, they made a lot more duck decoys up around the Northeast and in Chesapeake Bay. A lot of the duck carvers have made some beautiful duck decoys. But folks around here will still make some duck decoys in Lake Talcott and Lake Seminole, and I always enjoy doing that. I tried doing it one time. I said, this is crazy. This is too time consuming. I just go buy me some of those plastic ones. Of course, the early ones was made before they were making the plastic mass produced ones. Of course, one of the biggest things around here forever have been making cast nets. Only a couple of people left still doing it, but back in the early days, they would just make, the early settlers and the pioneers made their own cast nets out of necessity, to catch a fish. And it's just only a couple of people left doing it, and it's becoming a lost art. But that, again, I was outdoors and making stuff. I wrote down skiffs. Everybody would build their own little skiffs. They didn't have a marina to go to and buy a boat. They just built their own skiffs, and that's part of our history. Paddles. I have a paddle hanging on my wall. It's made by Fred Sawyer down at Apalachicola, made it handmade. And I have a paddle my granddaddy made up there in Gaston County, and it's just paddles always had a special place in my heart, I guess, because I can remember him carving on it, just making it. And those things are special. Also, tree stands. We're talking about the tree stands. I joke about that all the time. How in the early years, making tree stands was not near as elaborate is the word I'm looking for. Not near as elaborate as they are now. And so anyway, with all that being said, and the last thing, I wrote this down: fish cleaning tables. Making the fish cleaning tables. I can remember my dad would move. He always had to have a nice fish cleaning area, not pretty nice, but had to have running water and elbow room, because they'd bring home 50 or 60 brim or 40 or 50 catfish, and they wanted to be comfortable doing it. So anyway, I was talking to Amanda Miller, actually yesterday, and she was talking about her uncle Bimbo Miller and how he was doing things with his turkey calls. So she said she did a little interview with him. I'm gonna try to see if I can get it up on him actually making a turkey call. And I watched it last night. I don't think I'll be able to pull it up. I've had the toughest time with my videos lately. I'm not gonna be able to pull it up. Anyway, Bimbo was making these mouth calls, and what he was able to do, you can buy kits now. And I was talking to, I got to spend some time with Matt Smith and Justin Leake and Manny and Megan. It was had a delightful time sitting on Manny's back porch, and we just had a best visit. And one of the things we're talking about, getting outdoor with kids, young kids, making things and doing things, and they had fond memories of doing things in class and all. And what she was talking about, getting them to actually make a turkey call, because it's so simple now. And see, I don't think I can get it up, Jeff. So anyway, let's go and take our break, and we'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. Let's take a look at our fishing game times today, brought to us by Blue Water Outriggers. We're looking at our time. One time today, 10:44 to 12:44. So I've switched over here to another thing. I'm going to show you this. This is a little video here. This is Ned Maxwell. We're talking about making things yourself and all. And he went ahead and got him a battery-powered, let's see, here we go. So here, a battery-powered, check this out. Is this not cool? I'm gonna run it a couple of times. He's got a battery there. He put this together. He had the frame, got his wheels and all. That's Ned Maxwell from Chattahoochee. And he's got the wheels in the back, and there's a little battery back there. I saw he was posting some things as he did it. I thought that was very innovative. Look at it one more time, because I wanted to show him. Ned's a loyal viewer. He's got how many rods he got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got his chair and all that. And again, that goes along with what we were talking about, making things for yourself and showing different things that you can do. And also, I didn't get the video going up of Bimbo Miller. I'll try to download it and bring it in tomorrow. But those are some good things. One of the other things too, not just making it as outdoors, but making all these things. And when you're rigging up your fishing poles and all your rigs, and like I say, springtime is time to start surf fishing. And make sure that your line is strong and your knots are strong. That's one of the biggest things. It's like Greg Brudnick was talking about yesterday. You get in the boat and you make sure that he hadn't run his in a couple of months either, and make sure that everything's running good, don't get out there and break down. Same way with surf fishing and bass fishing, make sure your knots are good. Now, one of the things I talked about this past Saturday, I was going to share something with you. Gail had to go out of town to a funeral, and so I went Saturday. I just loaded up my tractor and went up to the woods. I want to share this with you because it's just, I tell you, I'm trying to get everything done in the month of March, the honeydews, and not just the honeydews, but little projects that they keep putting off. And again, I've shared this with you as far as all the trees being knocked down. You know, I know you're tired of hearing it all, but it's been a challenge. So I was going to go up there and I spent the whole day Saturday up in the woods, and it was me, my tractor, and my chainsaw. The three of us, we all worked together, and had plenty of water, and I had some vinos and crackers and all that. It was a good windy day. I was thinking about my buddies on the water. They would have had a windy day, so I was thinking Saturday would have been an ideal time to be in the woods. So I was in an ideal spot. And I really just got up, and I probably overdid myself. I still think I'm 18 years old, and I'm cutting stuff and throwing it away and pushing with a tractor, getting in and out of the tractor. By about 1 o'clock, I was remember the term dog tired? I was a tired puppy. I looked around, I just went and sat down. The next thing I do, I just sort of laid back. Y'all have done this before, so you know what I'm talking about. I just laid back on the leaves, and I just about put my cap like that, and just about fell asleep. But I was so tired, and but I got up. I rested a good while. I got up. I gave thanks to God for me being able to be in that place, and still get some rest and continue doing things I was doing just with the love of nature. So. It was a good day, but the breeze is what kept it going. That's why I want to finish all those chores before we get into warm weather. I'm still not finished, but I got a lot of stuff done. So I want to encourage you to go ahead and finish your projects and better than me. One of the other things too, get back to what Ned Maxwell was doing on that surf fishing. That's something I really enjoy doing. April is really when it's kicking off, and if you get a chance to scout it out, the pompano is starting to come in. They're not in completely, but you can see they're starting to come in. Now I want to go back. I was talking earlier a little while back about the predators, and talking about different predators we have. And I tell you last month I was going to talk about the predators. Okay, let me see. I can find it right here. Okay. The top 10 predators. And I was surprised at finding these. So here we go. I'm just going to run them off to you. Number one, you wouldn't think a tarantula would be a big predator, but they're the most feared animals on the planet. Anyway, they're bad. They can reach 5 inches in length and all that, but they're really bad about just jumping on people. I don't hear a lot of tarantula accidents or deaths or anything like that, but that's number 10. Number 9, the black mamba. Of course, we don't have those here in Florida and Alabama. Africa is home to the black mamba. This is just worldwide, but I've heard some bad stories about them. Number 8, the piranha. I know you've seen videos and all of people falling in the water and piranha eating them, and I again haven't seen a lot of statistics on how many lives have been lost to the piranha. But look, those teeth look bad, don't they? But they're very, very ferocious. The wolf, most of the world's top predators are, they're lonely wolf, but they are really strong predators. And I'm talking, I need to get out of human being a victim. I'm talking about predators in taking care of other animals and all, and they're bad about attacking them. I don't know much about the Komodo dragon. Again, that's not a local one, but they say they can attack, and a lot of times you get infections on these bites and all. We do know about the crocodiles. We don't have them here and all, but they do. Again, they ambush. It'd be like the gators. I just showed you the picture earlier about how they were able to take care of the dogs and all. But the crocodiles are the ultimate lurkers. Of course, we know about the killer whale. Again, we don't have a lot of attacks on those, but they're so strong and big. They're real sociable. The grizzly bear, again, that's one of the most feared animals they talk about. Can be 800 pounds. Can you imagine an 800-pound bear? And it's just a huge thing, and they're strong swimmers and they're fast runners. So the grizzly attack, and I've read about some of those in the past. They're just, man, they're terrifying. The lion, okay, again, you've seen all kind of videos on them, but they hunt some of the largest prey on earth. They'll kill buffaloes and wildebeest and all, and they're a pack animal. And guess what number one is? Our great white shark. Okay, and we don't need to go in a lot of details about all the shark attacks and all the things that happen right here as far as that number one item, the great white shark. And you stop and think, we have them. I was tracking one the other day. After I showed you the one on the show 2 weeks ago, he came back a little bit closer. But the sharks are to be feared more than the great white, really, are the bull sharks. That's one of the most terrorizing ones in the Florida Panhandle. The attacks and all, and I've got some documentation on different attacks and all. And I have one situation that happened in Carabel many years ago, and well, I say many years ago, I remember it happening. I've shared it with you before, and it never has made Shark Week. And I you know, out of all the shark attacks, I've been a bunch of them. This particular incident, and you know, a young boy lost his life with his family, but it never has made Shark Week, and I'd want to do a documentary on it. And the family's from Houston, Texas. I don't know if any folks are still around, but it'd be cool to, not wouldn't be cool, it'd be interesting to get their side of it and the heartbreak they had to go through, and it was just a pure accident as far as what happened. But anyway, be aware of sharks and all. I do not surf fish anymore. I do not wade out like I used to. I'm a little bit older and wiser. I used to go chest deep and try to throw it out to Mexico, but I don't do that anymore, and that's the reason I don't, okay? I'm going to wrap it up. We've got some more guests coming in tomorrow. We've got some big things happening this weekend. Rain or shine, we're going to be doing some of these things, okay? You make sure you do something good for a fellow man. Thank you all for all the feedback you give us on the show. It's appreciated. You have a good day today, and God bless.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.